We are back with LA Times columnist and royal expert Pat Morrison as the UK prepares to honor their most recent reigning monarch.
Oh, and we are going all in. She has a wealth of knowledge. Welcome back, Pat. Thank you.
Happy to do it.
It was moments ago you were here. We have more questions. So I think a lot of people, when all of this happened, right, when she passed away and then all of the limelight was on them, and we realized that there's now King Charles. It's not just King Charles. There are 3 other siblings, right? So Prince Philip and the Queen have 4 children. How many grandchildren?
Each of the children has 2 children. So you saw them standing vigil at the Queen's coffin.
Yes.
8 children. The youngest is Lady Louise, who is the daughter of the youngest prince, Prince Edward, and his wife standing. I think she's about 12 years old.
And what kind of role do they play now as we're looking?
Well, they're supporting the royals. You know, they're there to support the royal family. Some of them are on the royal payroll, the ones who do it full time, and others are just there to, like, there's Princess Eugenie. You see the daughter of Prince Andrew, and there you see Zara Phillips, the child of Princess Anne, the Princess Royal.
Is she also an equestrian?
Like
Okay, like her mother.
Yep.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are wondering what happens with Prince Harry. Are we expected to see him in uniform? We know he kind of stepped away from his royal duties.
He was allowed to wear a uniform for the processional and maybe for the funeral. We saw him wearing his uniform standing vigil. There's Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. What role they will play? Will they come back to California? I think that the royal family would like to see them take a more active role, but I don't think you can be a part-time royal and live part-time in California and part-time in London. We'll see whether Charles wants to reshape the family. He wants to slim it down. He doesn't want it to look like there's a bunch of hangers-on and feeders at the public trough.
Right.
But we'll see whether Meghan and Harry are included in his plans and whether they want to be part of it.
And how about William and Catherine?
William
Where do
and
they
Catherine
go
are
now?
definitely part of the plan. As Prince and Princess of Wales, heir to the throne, they are vital to this new monarchy.
Do they have different roles for tomorrow's event?
You will see them there both as family, mostly as family members. The readings will be done by the Prime Minister and by others, but probably not by members of the royal family.
Tomorrow, a very big day. 3 in the morning right here, and we are carrying the ceremony
I'll be
live.
here.
You will be here actually, which is a great news because there's no better person to lean in on this. What are you personally, though, someone who has been covering the royal monarch, what are you personally most interested in seeing tomorrow?
The interest is in the continuity of this, how things don't change. It's been 70 years since a monarch has been buried. It's 1965 was the last state funeral for Winston Churchill. This is pulling out all the stops for the royals, and it's emotional too, not just symbolic, because of who she has been for 70 years and has kept this whole thing going. And we will not see its like again. You can bet on that.
I'm curious to know, what is the mood like for most people who follow the royal family and Queen Elizabeth II? Is there a feeling of, is it somber? Is it, I understand it's a funeral, but sometimes, you know, 96 years old, lived a very long life, one of the longest serving monarch for the citizens there. Is it a celebration of life? Are there, you know, what is kind of the overall
It's not festive,
sense?
but I think you can say it is a subdued celebratory event. I was watching people go by the coffin for quite a while yesterday, and you saw people bow and curtsy, but you saw people blow kisses, which is a very intimate, personal thing to do, like a thank you so much. And I think that people are going to be watching, not just for the high moments of state, but for the intimate moments of mourning, who's reacting, how they're reacting. There hasn't been a funeral like this for more than 100 years. When the Queen's great-grandfather died, you saw 7 kings, you saw 40 royal and imperial highnesses, heads of state following that king's coffin. Things are very different now, but you've still got an immense presence of heads of state, heads of government, ranking royal figures throughout the world.
And like they say, it felt like the country's grandmother, the granny.
Yeah, so you're mourning the monarch and you're mourning in a sense, a member of your extended family as well.
Pat, such a pleasure to meet you in person. Usually it's via Zoom.
I know.
So this is great. I'm lean over, and you mentioned blowing kisses. I keep doing that to you.
Oh,
thank you, Pat Morrison.
you.
An icon in this town. For more from Pat, head to latimes.com.
Yeah, she'll be joining us tomorrow morning, 3 o'clock. Are you ready for that start time?
Oh, I don't think I'm going to go to bed.
Oh, she's so not excited in that form, but you are anticipating so much, I imagine.
Right. Well, we appreciate you joining us again, starting at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning for the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II. You can join us anytime on KTLA.com and our free KTLA Plus app.